Sorry. That was terrible timing. Okay, restart.
All right.
Welcome back, people. Another episode of Couchside Sports. We're up to 24. Coming up on the 1-year anniversary. We've got a special little episode planned for you guys. Super excited. Gonna be a good episode. It'll be about, when does NHL playoffs start?
I think it's like mid-April.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, we'll
mid to late April, somewhere in there.
We'll have a good amount of hockey stuff to talk about, so we're gonna have some hockey boys on, but it's gonna be looking good. Anyways, how are you doing, Matt? Love being back here again. Another week in paradise.
Another week in paradise, dude. Been a good week. I'm stoked. I'm loving this Eastern playoff push.
Dude, the wild card is hectic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a lot of teams battling for it.
Baseball just started up too.
Yeah.
Good
Starting to
year.
get back into the sports season.
Good time of year.
NFL draft coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's like you just have to survive like the last 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Of the year.
Yeah.
And you've got sports again.
Would you be willing to say that the next couple weeks are definitely the slowest time for sports in the year?
I disagree.
You disagree?
I think next week actually is one of my favorite. It's the Masters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll have some Masters to talk about then.
Yeah, and then after the Masters, you got NHL playoffs.
Yeah.
I think the most boring time of year for sports is probably July and August.
Right. I guess you only got baseball.
That's it.
Yeah,
baseball.
You literally only got baseball.
And honestly, you've got like mid to early season baseball that's kind of just like, it's fun to watch, but like, let's get to September.
Yeah, the storylines aren't there yet.
Yeah.
The fucking crunch for the playoffs aren't there yet.
Exactly.
Either way, we're definitely in the thick of hockey season.
Big time.
After NFL free agency, the NFL is going to be kind of quiet for a while. So,
speaking of NFL, not to interrupt you, but Puka Nakua.
Do you want to see my bite mark? Do you want to see my bite mark? That's a fucking crazy story.
Dude.
Did you see the video that came out of the girl who got bit twerking in his face as he was passed out?
I did see that.
Yeah, that's That's some investigative journalism right there.
Yeah, thank you, TMZ.
Yeah, thank you, TMZ. I really needed to see that video. But no, crazy situation. I don't know what to say about Puka because on one hand, I want to say he's the next Antonio Brown. But then on the other hand, I do understand the argument, a young 24-year-old guy, out living life, let him be. But how come the other 1,000 NFL players aren't on the fucking front page? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and there's a pattern there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a one-time thing. Like, he's been full of controversy for this, like, last 12 to 14 months.
Oh, yeah, and I feel like kind of the fucking turning point almost was the huge Week 15 game was against Seattle, the fucking fumble two-point conversion.
That's right.
That week, he showed up to the practice facilities with Neon and Aiden Ross and, wanted to walk them through, and Sean McVay was like, fuck no, we're playing for the number 1 seed on Thursday night. Get these guys the fuck out of here.
What the fuck are you doing?
But, yeah, Jesus. No, Puka's making headlines. What are you thinking about him?
Yeah, no, I think we kind of agreed on this. We kind of talked about it a little bit. Was definitely it seems like an Antonio Brown trajectory, which is not good.
No,
hopefully
totally.
He doesn't have early CTE or some shit. You know what I mean? Like the shit he's getting into, I get it. Okay, he's a kid, but like you said, like the rest of the NFL isn't getting involved in this shit this often.
No, fucking.
Save for Rashee Rice.
I was gonna say the only guy who's joining him is Rashee Rice. Fucking
not company you want to be with.
No, totally. You're fucking one notch under Henry Ruggs.
Dude, it's so funny going on the Los Angeles Rams subreddit and just reading the cope, and they're like, "Oh, this is just a money grab," and it's like, okay, it might be, but also
what, all 10 fans?
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast and they were doing a mailbag, and it was just what are media pools when you go to each different city?
Right.
Because, I feel like people always talk about the New York media, the Canucks media. The Canucks, Vancouver people are crazy for a Stanley Cup. The media is relentless.
Yeah.
And this actually surprised me. He said probably the most intense media is Chicago.
Okay. I thought, I was going to say Philadelphia.
And the guy, he is primarily NFL, like he doesn't cover the Blackhawks.
Mm-hmm.
But he said by far like the most intense media in the sense of when he travels around the country to report on games, Chicago's always like way fucking busier. The media room's packed. The media room, there's a lot of bitterness. People are trying to get to the front to ask the question.
Jesus.
Like that type of energy.
I'd rather get paid less and go work in Florida.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Speaking of... Oh, go ahead.
About the Rams real quick, have
Yeah.
you heard anything about the Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford riding off into the sunset?
No.
Apparently there's a lot of fucking talk about how Sean McVay convinced Stafford to come back because he said, we're going all in one more season and then I'm done as well.
Oh.
Like Sean McVay retired.
Interesting.
And that's why the fucking Rams have fucked their first round picks. Like
They were going
we're going all in with
so
McVay.
this is it.
Yeah. And this is the greed they talk about in the Bible, bro. Did you know the Rams are actively still trying to trade with the Eagles for A.J. Brown?
Really?
Yeah. So
After all that.
So they trade 2 firsts for Trent McDuffie.
Yeah.
They sign the other cornerback from Kansas City.
Yeah.
There you go. Their biggest weakness is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then wide receiver, arguably their best position. Oh, let's get A.J. Brown.
That would be insane.
Bro, Devontae Adams would be receiver 3.
Well, they would they not have to move off Devontae Adams if they get A.J. Brown?
No, I don't think so. I think their cap's right for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Or is he involved in the trade?
I don't think they'd ship out Devontae if they're going all in.
No, they're going to keep
He's
him.
their fucking red zone weapon.
That'd be insane, dude.
Oh, seriously.
That'd be insane.
Who the fuck are you going to prioritize, Puka or AJ?
And like I can't imagine a Rams team without McVay and Stafford too.
No, totally, dude. The Rams, if that's actually true and McVay and Stafford ride off into the sunset, they're going to have a rough fucking future.
Yeah, I agree. One thing I will say about the Rams is since they made the Stafford trade for Goff back in the day, I think the only thing standing in their way was the Chiefs from like legitimately calling them a dynasty.
Yeah, seriously.
Like the Chiefs were just that good.
Yeah.
But the Rams were fucking good.
And the Patriots. Remember
And
they
the
had
Pats, that's right.
that was
Yes.
that game was like 12-9.
Yeah, Tom
That
Brady,
Super
like
Bowl?
end of Tom Brady's tenure there, right?
Yeah, I think that was the second to last year he was there.
Mhm.
But yeah, if they beat the Chiefs, beat the fucking Pats, they would have had 3 and 5 years.
Yeah, they were good.
I don't know about you, but my definition of a dynasty is like 3 and 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think 3 and 6.
3 and 6.
3
yeah.
and 6. Like, 3 and 7. I mean, you could win year 1, year 2, and then not win again to year 7. Is that a dynasty?
Yeah.
You had a good run.
Mm.
Like, would you consider the Panthers a dynasty in the NHL? Back-to-back Stanley Cups.
I'd think
Three
so.
3 Stanley Cup appearances in a row.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a dynasty.
Yeah, that's a dynasty.
I think that's a dynasty. You got the 3 right there.
Yeah, 2 for 3.
And they're gonna miss the playoffs this year, and they're gonna get a decent pick, and they're just gonna keep filling the.
They're
coffers.
gonna be back next year.
They had some injury issues, and they played a lot of hockey the last 3 years.
Am I right to say off of the top of my head their only big free agent coming up is Bob?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Bob's on expiring, and they're not gonna re-sign him.
You don't think so?
No, maybe.
Because
I think he's gonna go back to the KHL. I honestly think so. I think he's done.
You think
I
so?
think he won 2 Stanley Cups in 3 years. He finishes out his contract. He's 39. He goes plays a couple years in KHL, retires.
Yeah.
I think that's probably likely what's going to happen.
You don't think he even signs a 1-year deal? Like, come on, boys, let's have one more. Don't want to end it on a bad note.
I don't know. I think with Russians, it's like they really enjoy playing back in the KHL.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them, especially goaltenders, move over this time of like their stage of their career, because 39, like you're at best a backup.
Mm.
And if you want to go be a starter, go win a KHL Cup, go live at home.
So for his age, Bob's still actually doing crazy.
Oh, fabulous, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I remember when they signed him to that contract. I can't remember the number exactly. Like I want to say 9.5 or something like that times 7 years.
Yeah.
It's a long contract. The first 3 years looked awful.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, this is one of the worst contracts we've ever signed. But then he kind of, Spencer Knight had some issues and like had to leave the team for like a brief period of time.
Yeah.
and it just ended up becoming Bob's Net. And at that point, I think that was the year after or the year of, might have been the year after Spencer Knight left. They made that first Stanley Cup Finals, and then the next two Stanley Cup Finals, the ones that they won, he was dominant, especially in the second one out of the three, their first Stanley Cup win.
Wasn't Spencer part of the Seth Jones trade? Or was he a different trade?
It might have been, actually. I'd have to look at that. He's killing it now, though.
Because he's in Chicago, right?
Yeah, and he's killing it. Like,
yeah, I
don't remember what his like numbers are right now, but I know earlier this season when I saw Chicago play against the Canucks live, I remember the storyline going into that game was like he's having a phenomenal season, which is good for the Blackhawks because like honestly, I used to hate the Hawks. I'm kind of rooting for them, man.
Did you see, this was a couple weeks ago, but Chicago Twitter was freaking the fuck out because part of that Seth Jones trade, Chicago was going to get the Panthers pick this year, like the first.
Oh, right.
But because they've had like a fucking absolute crash out year,
yeah.
Part of the terms of that pick was if Florida picks top 10, the pick's protected.
Oh.
So, of course, Chicago fans don't really realize that until about a month ago when it's obvious they're going to get a top 10 pick.
Yeah, of course.
So Chicago's just been freaking out.
Wow, crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy how trades and stuff can be modified so heavily in the NHL.
Oh, totally.
Like, even talking about salary retention. Like, the fact they're able to do that is super creative.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, the NHL's cap system is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so well done. And sure, there are some issues with it, but like they're constantly working on it. There are things that they need to change or adjust. Every CBA, they usually make it for the better. I think Gary Bettman is the best commissioner in sports.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I know he gets a lot of hate. People boo him when he goes to hand out the Stanley Cup. I think that's just tradition at this point because I think, honestly, Gary Bettman has done a phenomenal job.
I would say look at how much Goodell has grown football internationally.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, I'll give flowers because hockey's so much smaller, it's harder to grow.
Yeah, it doesn't have the media coverage.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, hockey in Europe has come a long way as well. And like, they play games over in Europe as well.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, football probably is the harder sport to grow just because, I mean, maybe outside of like the advertising costs.
Yeah.
But like the harder sport to grow because like hockey is something that's native to most of Europe. Right? Russia plays it, Sweden, Finland, Latvia, Belarus, all those places play hockey.
Yeah.
Whereas nobody plays American football.
No,
they don't even know the fucking rules over there.
No, totally.
Right? So, that's, a shout out to the NFL. Goodell's been up there as well.
Yeah. There's a tackle in this draft. He's from Nigeria.
Oh, really?
He moved to the States when he was 15 years old, and he's only started playing football when he was 15. There's that international coverage.
Is he just a freak athlete?
Yeah, that's his exact description is freak athlete, but super raw.
Francis Ngannou.
I think so. But yeah, no, fuck it. I feel like Bettman is growing the sport like crazy.
Dude, and just like, just in the States, right? I think that's the place that's been the most important to the NHL. And like, I think football has had such a, obviously, foothold in the U.S. It's the number one sport in America. And if it hasn't been the number one sport in the last 30 years, it's up there with baseball. It's 1-2.
Oh, totally.
Right? I think basketball's made a resurgence, and it might be number 2 now. Baseball might be number 3. But back in the day, it was all baseball and football.
Well, did you know, I saw this was quite a while ago, but I saw that baseball is the only sport where its viewership either stays stagnant or they lose viewers.
Yeah.
Every other sport is growing.
It's just the season's too long.
I feel like it's more of the game.
I agree with the game as well.
Because you look at every other sport, how much fast-paced is fucking hockey? How much fast-paced is basketball? And football, yeah, you can say the game takes forever because of all of the dead time. But at the same time, for fucking 5 to 15 seconds, it's 22 guys all doing their own job, going hard at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, baseball's just pitching primarily.
I feel like baseball would be fun to go see live.
It's great. It's a great experience live.
But watching on TV, I just don't think I could do it, man.
Yeah.
Unless it's World Series,
I'm playoffs. Like, I'll watch some games in the regular season.
Yeah.
But usually if I have the feed and the Mariners game on, like, I'll throw it on for like an inning or two while like we're making dinner or something like that. And then, I turn it off and I'll check the score at the end of the night.
Yeah.
That's what I love about baseball. But you're right. It's probably the least intriguing sport to watch. I've honestly probably in the last 10 or 15 years have watched more golf than I have baseball.
Yeah.
And that's primarily because the Mariners have sucked.
Yeah. I'd rather watch golf too, because golf's slow, but
It's exciting.
Every shot, someone's doing something crazy.
Yeah, it's exciting, dude. The way they broadcast it and yeah, it's great.
Yeah, fucking baseball, it's like, fuck, man. Like, I don't really want to watch the game end 3-2 and 30 guys get striked out.
And this is game 43 of 162.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you're an absolute seam head, it's like, yeah, you watch Paul Skeens throw a fucking 5-inning no-hitter, and you're just absolutely creaming at just watching it.
Full boner.
Like, fuck, I can't tell you what the hell Paul Skeens is doing up there. I just know he's throwing that.
Speaking of which, Paul Skeens, did you see his opening day numbers?
No.
He pitched .2 of an inning. He got 2 outs. I think he gave up 5 earned runs.
What?
Yeah, and his ERA now through one game is 67.5.
Damn.
Some shit like that.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's a rough opening game.
Yeah, definitely. Not. Someone said, "Oh, all Team America is cursed now."
after Judge fucked them.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen people calling for some bad stuff to happen to Judge.
That's fucked up.
I've seen people calling him like the biggest choke artist of all time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What's his history? Because from what I've seen, has he like choked for the Yankees a whole bunch too? He's on the Yankees, right?
Yeah, he's probably one of the face of the league type players.
Yeah.
Him and Ohtani. I wouldn't say he's choked. I would say the Yankees just haven't been very good.
Gotcha.
And he's just not the player that I think a lot of people trying to compare him to, and I know he plays outfield versus the shortstop Derek Jeter, but I think that's who they compare him to. Like his aura and like his ability.
Yeah.
But he's just not Derek Jeter. Dude.
No.
He's not. Like, Derek Jeter's one of the GOATs. Like, it'd be like saying like Michael Jordan. Like, nobody's like Michael Jordan.
I feel like also as a Yankees fan, it's got to be hard not being a competitive team every year.
Yeah.
Because you just spent 120 years being the team.
The team.
Like, I don't know, if you looked back at time through the entire history of baseball, it's probably like for whoever won the World Series, random team, Yanks. Random team, Yanks. Like, every 5 years, I feel like they were probably winning the World Series for a long time.
Let's have a look and see who has the most World Series victories.
Do you think, is it the Yanks, do you think?
I'm probably going to guess. It's the Yankees, 27 championships.
Damn.
Second highest is 11.
11? Who's that?
St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
so St. Louis actually has a decent team.
Yeah, three-way tie for third would be the Red Sox, the Dodgers, and the Athletics.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, the Athletics.
Did you know the Arizona Cardinals, their baseball team is also called the Cardinals?
No.
They might have moved to St. Louis, but I watched a video on how they're the only 2 teams in the same town to have the same name.
No way.
And the owners approved it because Arizona wasn't known for being a sports town. Evidently still isn't.
Right.
So it was their try at uniting the community, like, behind a sports team, making them come to sports games and stuff.
And then they moved to St. Louis.
And then they moved to St. Louis, I guess.
And now they got the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's a rough way to put it.
Terrible franchise.
Yeah, they've been bad forever, aren't they?
Forever. They're like the Rockies, bro.
Nice.
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
Like, I think with the Sabres making the playoffs, the Pirates might have the longest record for
No, it's the Jets.
Oh, it's the Jets. You're right. It is the Jets.
I think the Pirates are behind them.
That's crazy.
How come the Padres are considered the military's team?
I don't know, actually.
Like, I see them just be like,
they always have camo on their shirts and shit, don't they?
Yeah, they must just fucking kind of adopted that into their personality, I guess. Part of their franchise.
ChatGPT says, due to their deep, long-standing relationship with the massive military community in San Diego. So there you go. I thought maybe it'd be something like that. Makes sense.
I guess that makes sense. Huge naval base there, being at Southern States on that side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll shout out the Padres.
Go Padres.
Fuck
the Padres.
Fuck the Padres. Are they decent? What are they like?
I think they're pretty good. They're like a wild card team, maybe like a division leader, but like I think they're just a step below like the real contenders. You
Yeah.
know, they're like trying to break into there. They got a couple of great players like.
But they're like a
Tatis
good
and-
franchise. They're not made fun of type of thing.
They've had some issues with PEDs the last few years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're. I think they went from being beloved to being hated
Mm.
or despised at least.
But not as much as the Astros.
No, the Astros are the number one hated team in baseball, and as they should be. Fuck the Astros. The Astros cheated for fucking years.
How did what were they doing?
They were fucking slamming a garbage can to call out the pitch that was going to be coming to the batter in the batter's box. So they'd hit a garbage can once and it'd be like fastball.
And how did they know what the pitch was?
Well, it's baseball. They do all these signs and shit. They know all the fucking. That's all they talk. That's how they coach. They're not coaching how to swing a fucking baseball bat. They're just doing strategy.
So, dumb question. Why don't all the other teams like read the signs?
Well, you can read the signs, but relaying it to the pitcher or to the batter is illegal. So,
So
like,
I guess because
if
the
there's a-
batter's looking at the pitcher, so he can't actually see what the catcher's doing.
Exactly, yeah. So, like, that's
Oh.
why if you have a player on second, sometimes it's actually more beneficial to keep that player at second than try to make them steal third, because they can tell the batter what's happening, because they can see what the catcher's saying, right?
Yeah.
And if you know the signs, then you can tell, hey, like, a slider's going to be like, 2 fingers to the left, 1 finger to the right.
And so the guy on second telling him what's coming,
Mm-hmm.
that's just guys playing the game.
That's
whereas,
illegal. It's
whereas,
a player. It's a player in the field.
Whereas banging the trash can is just fucking cheating.
Yeah, exactly. Completely.
Damn, that's crazy. So and they got stripped of their World Series for that, right?
I think one of them, I'm not sure if they got stripped of all of them, but there was definitely some backlash there. I mean, I know for a fact, like, George Springer was on those teams,
Yeah.
and he was actually the number one cheater out of all of them. He had gotten the most, like, I can't remember what it was. It was like home runs off of sign stealing or some shit. And it was like 54 home runs. Like, it was a lot, some shit like that. And so anyways, he got the most hate, and the problem was he was on fucking Toronto last year. And so all these Blue Jays fans are rooting for fucking Toronto. Meanwhile, I'm over here as a Mariners fan being like, that guy fucking cheated.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck all you guys fucking rooting for the cheater.
He doesn't need to win another.
No, I was happy to see the fucking Springer and the Jays lose the World Series.
No, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier this week I was texting you about soccer.
Yeah.
Fucking, I saw another guy today. Just wanted to talk about a couple guys. You
Yeah.
teach me a thing.
Sure.
Is his German goalkeeper Oliver Kahn?
Yeah, it sounds familiar. That could be. Is that from the 90s?
I think so. The footage looked like the 90s, but
Okay.
he seemed like a fucking animal. There was just videos of him going up to get the ball and just blatantly putting his knee into the side of a guy's head.
Yeah, I was like, well, he played for Jesus. He played for Bayern Munich up until 2008, so he was definitely relevant.
Did you
Recently,
see?
but he started his career in '87.
Damn, that's a long career.
Yeah.
Did you see Bayern Munich's logo in the 1940s?
No,
Oh, it's a swastika.
is it actually?
Yeah, dude.
I had no idea about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was fucking Germany's national team or whatever.
Wow, that's wild.
Maybe not national team. I'm not sure how that works, but either way, it was the part. It was the team of the Führer.
1938 to 1945. Let's see. That's crazy. It doesn't surprise me. It's a Furious team. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
It's just straight up a fucking swastika.
With the eagle in behind it too.
yeah.
Crazy.
Either
Fuck.
way, we'll ignore that part of Bayern
Munich. Yeah.
Bayern Munich.
I'm not a fan of them anyways. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
And then other guy I was texting you about, the manager Mourinho.
Jose
Mourinho.
Portuguese.
He has so many fucking funny clips, dude.
Dude, he's such a character.
He has so many. The one I sent you, did you watch it? Of he like missed something, so his assistant started getting riled up.
Oh yeah.
And then his
then he
assistant
just-
riled him up, and he fucking went to the refs, even though he had no idea what happened.
They both went up to him.
Yeah. Full on sprinted. No, he seems like a fucking legend.
Dude, like I said, I hated him when he was at Man U, obviously as a Liverpool fan. Like, he was like the most annoying fucking coach ever because he would do that shit all the time. And you're just like, fuck, shut up. Like, quit fucking complaining. Or like, if they'd score a goal, he'd like run onto the field and like over celebrate, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And so it was just annoying. But now, like, he's been long gone from Man United for a long time. And now it's like just hilarious to see him. Love him. Great character.
Yeah.
Great character. Good for the game.
Dude, it's just like even as a
And one of the GOATs.
even as a non-soccer fan, you can just tell that guy loves the fucking game.
Oh, big time.
Like, he's probably got $1 billion in the bank, and he just wants to keep fucking managing.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Who does he manage now?
I think he was doing a Turkish side. I think he was doing like, let's look it up. It's not Galatasaray.
And when you're a manager that good, does he just bounce around to different clubs and try and win it? Like if you're the GOAT and you can have the pick of the litter.
I think that was his situation when he was in his prime. So, like, he did Chelsea. That was another team that I couldn't stand him for, is when he coached Chelsea. They were really good, too.
Okay.
Inter Milan, and then he went Real Madrid, and then he went back to Chelsea, and then he did Man United. Then he went to Hotspurs, Tottenham, and that's at the point where it was like, okay, don't really care now because Tottenham sucks anyways. Then he went to Roma, so he went to Italy. And then he did Fenerbahce, and then now he's at Benfica. And Benfica is Istanbul in Turkey, so he's in the Turkish league now. But quick note, his managerial career started with Benfica in 2000, so it's kind of like he's returning.
Oh, no shit.
I'm guessing he probably retires after this.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
So he's been coaching for a long time then.
Long time, yeah, 26 years, 27 years.
How many, could you look up his accolades? Like,
yeah, I can tell you how many league titles he has and stuff.
I assume he's won a ton of shit.
Oh, absolutely. So as an assistant manager, well, let's do manager first. So for Porto, which is Portuguese league, he won the league title in 2002, 2003, 2004. So 2 league titles there. He won the UEFA Champions League in 2003, 2004.
Damn.
As Porto, which is just crazy, dude. Like, that's their second title of all time, and they're not, like, it's a Portuguese team. Like, no offense to the Portuguese teams out there, but they should not really be competing with Spain, the top teams in Spain, the top teams in England.
Yeah,
right.
You're
they're
not
lower
a blue
budget.
blood.
Yeah, they're a lower budget, but fucking crazy. So that's a crazy win. So then after that, he goes to Chelsea. He wins the Premier League, which is the most coveted title in England. Is the league title, which is the highest points total at the end of the season. The President's Trophy.
Yeah,
that is the most prestige. And then after that, it's probably Champions League.
Gotcha.
So for Chelsea, he won 3 Premier Leagues, one in 04-05, one in 05-06. He also won the FA Cup, which was another title that's, highly sought after.
Yeah.
And then a couple lower cups with Chelsea. Then he goes to Milan, wins the league titles back-to-back seasons, wins the Coppa Italia, which is like the Italian Cup. Also won the Champions League 2009-2010, so 2-time Champions League champion as a manager. Then he goes to Madrid, doesn't have so much success, wins the league 1 year. Then he goes to United, not good. Man United sucks. This is kind of where his career starts falling off. Then he goes to Rome, wins the Conference League, which is like 2 tiers below the Champions League. So decent for Roma, but like not great.
Yeah.
And then he's got a bunch of other like accolades, like fucking Coach of the Year, like all that stuff. So
that's crazy.
He's definitely one of the GOATs. I think if you were to like look it up, it's going to be like considered. He's one of the most decorated managers of all time.
Yeah.
There you go. He's won a title in four countries, and only one of 7 managers to have won the European Cup, the Champions League, with 2 clubs, and is the only manager to have won all 3 UEFA club competitions, which would be like Champions League. I think the other one's called like the European League or something like that. And then the third one below it was the one that I mentioned earlier.
Gotcha. Another crazy manager I saw, I forget his name, but he was the guy who either found Ronaldo or Messi.
Okay.
He had a crazy accolade. It was a clip of him like retiring coaching for Arsenal.
Oh.
The announcer was saying his accolades, and he had to talk for like 2 minutes.
Wow.
Dude,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy fucking career.
Crazy. Soccer is so interesting because like the top tier of like it's just so worldwide. It's so massive. Right, like the NFL, it's 32 teams. The NHL, it's 32 teams. There's 32 head coaches. Like soccer in an international stage is like insane.
Yeah, look at the fucking World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's literally one team representing a country that probably has 50 professional teams.
Oh yeah, exactly.
How many professional teams are in the UK?
Yeah,
over a couple hundred.
There's probably like professional. There is the 4 top leagues, and then there's 2 conference leagues below that. So you would consider the top 6 leagues to be professional. After that, it's semi-pro.
Gotcha.
But the top 6 leagues, that's I think 24, 48, 96, It's like around 130, 140 teams.
Yeah, fuck, way bigger pool.
Yeah, way bigger.
And then that's just England.
That's just England.
That's just fucking
then
England.
you got Germany, Spain, Italy,
Yeah.
Turkey, France.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's crazy, dude. It's and then, I mean, all of Africa, like the Saudi League, MLS now. Like, it's wild.
One league that seems like it has a lot of passion is the Bundesliga.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's yeah, Germany, I would say, is in the top 3.
Yeah.
I think it probably goes fan base wise, passion wise. I don't know if those are the same, but it probably goes England, Spain, Germany, or England, Germany, Spain.
Yeah.
The teams in England are just marketed so much more, and the Premier League is considered like the cream of the crop, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I couldn't name you a team from Germany. I could probably name 5 from the EPL.
Okay, give me 5 from the EPL.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
Tottenham,
Mm-hmm.
Man U,
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got 4.
I got 4.
You got
Fuck, I
4.
need one more.
You got 4.
I need one more.
You got yeah.
Nottingham?
And then, Nottingham Forest, yeah.
Nottingham Forest.
But they're not like a top team, but they are in the Premier League.
Oh,
That
there,
does
there
count.
you go. There you go. That counts as 5.
That does count. And yeah, that's crazy. Good job. That's
There
a
you go.
fucking dig, dude.
Dude, fucking pulled it out of nowhere.
Wow. Okay, now give me 2 teams from the German league.
I wouldn't even know what to
You
say.
got Bayern Munich.
Okay, Bayern Munich.
Yeah. Anything else?
Berlin.
I think there is an FC Berlin, but they're not like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. You could.
I'm just FC Dresden.
FC Dresden. I'm just gonna start naming
FC
up.
Danzig. Fucking name everything.
Oh fuck, that's good.
You want to wrap it up with some hockey? Seeing as that was gonna kind of take up a bunch of time.
Sure, let's do it.
It seems like there's an absolute fucking race these last 10 games to get into the wild card for the East.
Dude, the East is insane right now.
Oh, it looks crazy.
It's every day too. I've been watching it. It's like Boston wins, and then the next night Detroit wins, and it's like no one is like losing ground.
Yeah.
No one's gaining ground. Everyone's just keeping up. So like, let's look up. I think tonight Detroit played Buffalo. Obviously, Buffalo #1 seed right now in the East. Detroit wins, so Detroit now pulls within. Well, they're tied with the Sens and only 2 points back of the Bruins for the last wild card.
Dude, in the East.
Actually, it might be the Islanders in the last wild card. I've got the division standings up right now.
In the East, there's 8 teams that have between 90 and 83 points.
It's crazy.
Dude, that's insane.
It's crazy.
There's going to be a couple spots come down to the last game of the year.
Yeah, okay, so the Islanders are actually #2 wild card right now. So they're
okay.
They're at 87 points. So the Bruins are #1. So Bruins at 88 points. Islanders have also played an extra game.
Are the Islanders kind of a surprise?
I would say they're definitely a surprise. I would say that
they
like,
picked fucking
Schaefer.
Schaefer, yeah.
He's unreal.
Yeah, he's
fucking-
paying off this year.
He's money, dude. I think he has 22 goals as a defenseman.
Damn.
As an 18-year-old. That's insane.
Yeah, that
Like
is
he's
wild.
looking like he could be Makar kind of thing.
God damn.
Yeah, so they hit the jackpot there. So happy for them because
So he's big part of their turnaround this year?
huge. Yeah, and Bo Horvat as well. That the trade with the Canucks, that's finally paying off. He just scored, I think, last night. Got his 30th of the year.
Nice.
Worst trade in Canucks history.
Yeah.
Maybe not worst.
That was
trade.
the beginning of the end. Would you say?
Yeah, maybe not worst trade in Canucks history, but the fact that they had to get rid of him is one of the defining factors of this generation of the Canucks
Yeah.
and why they're terrible.
Yeah.
You know, they opted to get rid of him and they opted to re-sign and extend Miller.
Yeah.
And that completely exploded in their face.
We all know how that went.
And yeah, now they're just fucked. So anyways, the 3 teams, well, there's 2 teams primarily that are on the outside looking in. Philadelphia is there, but they're 5 points back with a game in hand. They'd have to win tomorrow to be within 3. They're in it, but they got it. They can't lose any more games.
Yeah.
I think the Flyers
they
there's
gotta win out.
there's 2 other teams ahead of them that aren't even in the playoffs. Right? So they got a big jump to make. So then it's Ottawa and Detroit. So Detroit's right there with a win. They're only 1 point back. They've got a game in hand on the Islanders. Sens also 86 points, 1 point back on the Islanders, and they also have a game in hand.
Damn.
So it could go any way. And then the teams that are safe right now, like the teams in the divisions that are not the wild cards.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. If you look at the Metro, Carolina way ahead, 96 points. They're kind of like the Avs of the East right now. They're, they've locked it up. But Pittsburgh 88 points, Columbus 87 points. So the teams in the Metro, they're at risk of falling out if another Metro team bumps them out.
Yeah.
Right? They could just fall right below Boston and New York.
Dude, literally 2 losses in this last stretch and you're out.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like if
That's
if
crazy.
the Islanders win and somehow Pittsburgh loses, the Islanders will be ahead of them and they'll be second in the division.
Where's Crosby at right now? Is he out for the year or like back for playoffs? Because he's not playing right now, is he?
I think he was back. I think he just left with an injury yesterday. Yeah, he left with an injury yesterday.
So he came back from injury and then just got injured?
Yeah, let me tell you, he's played about let's see here. He came back on the 18th, so he's played 5 games.
Fuck, and then got injured again?
5 games, 5 points. Got injured against the Sens last night.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So hopefully he comes back. No update on that. It just says left with a lower body injury. No update right now. And, just looking online, will not return to tonight's game. That was 1 day ago. No update yet. So we'll see. Hopefully he's all right. I'm rooting for them.
The West is so weak.
Oh, dude, the West stinks, bro. I don't even want to talk about the West.
Would the only teams you'd pick to make a run be the Avalanche and the Stars? Maybe the Wild?
Yeah.
That's literally it.
That's probably it.
Everyone else is just fluff.
I mean, the thing is, though, is one team has to come out of the Pacific.
Yeah.
Basically, unless the wild card bumps them out. But
Avalanche and Stars are definitely the favorites, you think?
Yeah, I would say, and then I'd maybe throw in, if I had to pick a team from the Pacific, I'd probably say Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah, I think they've done it before. I think they'll be fine. I think they're just trying to get in, and I think they'll probably make a run to the conference final and then lose to either the Avs or the Stars. Maybe the Wild, if the Wild can get past the Stars and the Avs somehow get upset in round 1.
Yeah.
I could see the Wild get into the conference finals.
What if the Kings sneak in? Don't believe in them?
No. I think they're on the verge of being terrible.
Gotcha.
I think this year is kind of like the Rangers of last year sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of mid. And then I think next year they might take a step back with Anze Kopitar retiring. Doughty's a year older. He'll be 39, I think.
Because they have a really old core, don't they?
They do, yeah. And they got some young players coming. Mikey Anderson's a good player.
Yeah.
But they don't they have Quentin Byfield, but he's just not been up to snuff. He's just not been good enough.
Yeah.
Every year it's like, oh, this is going to be his year. This is going to be his year.
It's
and
never
it's just never
year.
his year. He's just very mid, very average. So, I mean, they got Panarin, but again, he's, I think, on an expiring contract, so who knows if he even fucking plays there again next year. He might decide to go somewhere else.
If he wants to stick around.
Yeah.
How did Mitch Marner turn out this year for the Golden Knights?
He's been decent. He's definitely not as potent as he's been.
Because they gave him, 12 mil?
Yeah, I think.
Something crazy like that?
Yeah, I mean, let's look up his stats. I mean, he's 28 only, right? So he's got 70 points in 72 games, so a point per game, but he's not like he's on pace like last year at 102 points.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to finish the year with 80 points. But the thing about him, too, is, Vegas hasn't been that good, and he's a plus 14. I know plus minus isn't necessarily the best stat, but he leads their team in plus minus.
Gotcha.
And considering other players on the team are minus 12, minus 16, Thomas Hertl minus 16.
That's a trend you can't ignore.
Yeah, it's okay, his line is the only line out there that's successful, and it's him, Mark Stone, Shea Theodore, Jack Eichel. You got Ivan Barbashev a little bit in there as well, but he's still not. He's at plus 9. Marner's at plus 14. So
yeah.
But those guys at the bottom of that team are not good.
That's some brutal fucking plus minus.
So I don't know if maybe I don't believe in them, but honestly, if you're looking at the Pacific, I do not believe in the Ducks. I think the Ducks are a first round bounce for whoever fucking plays them.
Yeah.
Which is
they seem a year ahead of schedule.
Yeah, exactly. They're playing with house money like the Bears.
Yeah, they're the Bears
for sure. Maybe they could sneak a win off in the first round depending who they get. They're probably going to get the number 7 seed, I think is how that works. So the wild card 1.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, who is that wild card 1 team?
I'm not sure, but that's crazy because they're leading the Pacific and they're going to be a wild card team.
Well, no, they won't be a wild card team. They'll be the number 2 team in the conference because they won the division.
Oh.
But they're going to end up playing the number 1 wild card team, which is right now the Utah Mammoth. And the Mammoth are only a couple wins behind them.
I was just going to say my sleeper pick for the playoffs is the Mammoth just because I feel like they got grit.
Dude, the Mammoth are secretly one of my new favorite teams. I fucking love them.
Dude, I love the Mammoth.
Yeah, they're fun to watch.
I just feel like they've had super good vibes for this is their first year, right, as the Mammoth?
Yeah, it was Utah Hockey Club last year.
Yeah, no, I just feel like they've had super good vibes, and I remember even in the off season we were talking about guys who they picked up. You got Logan Cooley.
Yeah.
Just like, they might not have superstars, but they have a really good middle class of players.
Yeah, and like players like Logan Cooley and what's the other one? Dylan Gunther.
Yeah.
They're young. They're 21,
Yeah.
21. Like, give them 3 more years, and they potentially could be superstars.
And didn't I see they're the youngest team in the league?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like, they've got a lot of youth on their team.
I think their average age was fucking 25 or something.
That's crazy.
And the NHL average was 27.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. And that's a lot. That's a significant difference.
Oh, yeah, super young team. Are the Sabres a surprise for you?
Yeah. I think they're a surprise for everybody. If I'm being honest, though, since they've turned it around, they don't surprise me anymore. Like, they've found it. I'm a full believer in the Sabres. I think the Sabres could come out of the East.
But going into the year, if I said they won the Atlantic, would you be surprised?
If you told me they made the playoffs, I'd be surprised.
That was my other question. If I said would they make the playoffs, would that be a surprise?
That would be a surprise.
What's been their turnaround? Because they're another young team, aren't they?
Very young. They fired the GM, and ever since they fired the GM, vibes have been good, and they went on a fucking tear.
Wow.
I think they won. Didn't they win like some outrageous number? It was like 16 of 18 games before the Olympic break.
That's crazy.
Like they went like 16-2 or 14-2 or some shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a nice little stretch. The Lightning, how are you feeling about them?
Dude, the East is so fun because it could be anybody. I like the Lightning. I love the Lightning. I think they're one of the favorites to come out of the East. I think you got the Lightning and the Hurricanes are probably the top 2.
Damn.
And then after that, if one of those teams gets upset in the first round, then only one of them's left out of the final 4 there. It could be anyone's game.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite to come out of the East?
I think if you had to make me pick a team to come out of the East, I would probably say Tampa Bay.
Tampa?
Yeah. I think Tampa Bay is the safe pick. I think they're probably expected to come out of there. But I honestly could see any one of those teams. I could see.
Yeah.
It's crazy to say it, but I could see the Habs making a run. I could see the Islanders making a deep run. Maybe not making the finals, but I could see them making a deep run if they get into the playoffs. They're, I think, sneaky good.
It's like a wide open year.
It's very
there's not the Panthers and Oilers just hovering over their divisions.
But the West is very one-sided.
Yeah.
It's the Avs, it's the Minnesota Wild, it's the Stars, and then in the East, like I said, it could be any number of 1 of 10 teams, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
So your Stanley Cup prediction, are you gonna say Lightning and Avs?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tampa, Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a good playoffs ahead of us.
That sounds like a blast. I can't wait.
Oh, totally. Either way, good episode. Sounds like a good place to wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah, I'm down.
Heck yeah, we'll have episode 25 coming up next time. We're friggin' quarter of a way to 100.
That's right.
At this pace, we'll be there in 3 more years.
Yeah. We got some equipment on the way, too, so we're going to do a little collab for the 1 year.
Heck yeah, special little episode coming up for the 1 year.
That's right.
And potentially an interview coming up, but we'll have more news on that.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. That's exciting.
Totally.
All right, that'll do it from us, guys. As always, I'm Matt Barnell. He's Lucas Fanslaw.